นอกจากการยืนอยู่ท่ามกลางความเงียบสงบขององค์พระปฐมเจดีย์จะทำให้อาทิตย์เบิกลูกครึ่งไทยนอร์เวย์ได้ซึมซับวิถีความเป็นไทยความงดงามบนผืนหญ้าในถิ่นนครปฐมยูไนเต็ดก็ยังเป็นจุดเริ่มต้นที่มีความหมายสำหรับตัวเขาในการเรียนรู้ถึงวิถีฟุตบอลแบบไทยๆถึงแม้ว่าจะเต็มไปด้วยวัฒนธรรมลูกหนังรายรอบกายที่แตกต่างจากบ้านเกิดในดินแดนยุโรปก็ตาม
So go around Nakhon it's different because it's more like old city. Have this temple. It's a different culture from where I'm from, more traditional, and it reminds me of my grandmother. Because when I was young, I usually go to the temple in Norway with my grandmother. Yes, it's beautiful. I had some part of it when I was younger through my family. So I had mixed culture with Norwegian culture and Thai culture. So it's not too unfamiliar, and for me it's beautiful. I like it. I enjoy it. It's normal for every kid to play football when you're young. You start when you're first grade in school. Everyone you play with your friends, and then my academy is Stabæk. It's one of the biggest academy in Scandinavia. Produced a lot of top players in Europe and national team players. Since I was young, I played with players who hold a really high standard. I was captain for all the teams. I did really well. So I was training with the first team a lot. It was players that was in front of me, so didn't get that contract in the end. So started to look at other ways to get my career going. I looked at the opportunity to go to the US, where I will play at a high level while I get my education. It would be tough, and you see foreign players who play in the US, maybe Wayne Rooney played David Beckham, and then how can I compete with that? I started to look. It was my friend. I have a friend who plays in the Philippines, so he's half Filipino, half Norwegian, and he went over to the Philippines 1 year before, and he said that you should really look into Asian football, and then looked into it and saw actually how big and how good Thai football is. And then I started the process to see if I could come over here and play. I didn't really know what to expect when I came here, and I saw that a lot of players went out from last year. Last year's team was amazing. It was really good, and you see all the players went to Thai League. And of course, it's good that Nakhon Pathom makes players who go to Thai League. But then on the other hand, you see the team struggling because you lose those players. It was tough for new players, old players to come in and get straight into the tactic, because you need to know the tactic, how to play. You need to know your friend, how he plays, and so it's tough to get this team chemistry going. I would say I was kind of lucky because I came to Nakhon Pathom the last day of the transfer window, and unfortunately my FIFA papers didn't come in time, so I wasn't registered for the first leg, so I only could train. But looking back, I think it was a good time because I got time to get to know my teammates, the culture, the type of football, because it's different. European football is very tactical, big physical players, while Thai football is more quick. It's a lot of transitions, smaller but very technical and quick players. So you need to think fast and you need to be fit. So I think it was good for me to get that first leg just for training, get to know the style of Coach Tong. And so when second leg came, I can hit the ground running. Now I've been playing every game 90 minutes and doing well because I was well prepared. I think if I played the first leg after just coming for 3 or 4 days, maybe I wouldn't play as good. But the quality of Thai League 2, I was surprised because it's more, I would say it's more aggressive than Thai League 1. Thai League 1 you have a lot of good players, they have time to play, but you see Thai League 2, it's a lot of players who want to go to Thai League 1 and want to go up and want to show. So they want to show in different ways, more aggression, it's more physical. You have less time on the ball, and there are really good skilled players in Thai League 2. There have been players who played Thai League. It's good, I come in and I feel like I've made an impact. It's not only me, of course, but I feel like with my presence, my play, I've been able to help the team to get 3 points, and every game for us, it's like a cup final, you know. every game we have to get 3 points. If you get, especially in the start, if we didn't win this game, and so we could go down. And that I've been getting this position in the team where everyone can count on me to help the team, to run for the team, and hopefully score some goals. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling knowing that you're valued, that your teammates value your skills, the coach trusts you, and that the team's doing well. So I couldn't ask for a better start for my career in Thai football, to be honest. For me, I'm naturally a midfielder, more like a box-to-box midfielder, because I like to run. Everyone who see us play knows that I like to run, so I like box-to-box. So I've always played as defensive. I played more offensive. Mostly now in this second leg, I played as a offensive midfielder, but also as a striker, because we had some injuries up front, and coach wanted me to play striker, and I could do that task, and I scored some goals. I should have scored some more than I have, but I'm not a striker naturally, so I'm happy with the goals I got now, playing as a striker. But most naturally, I want to play as a midfielder, like a number 8 or number 10. But whatever coach want me to play, as long as I play football and I help the team, I'm happy. I'm happy.
หลังจากได้ฟรีคิกมา2 ครั้งครับคราวนี้ได้ประตูแล้วครับจากทางด้านของอาทิตย์เบิร์กครับ
No, of course I know when I sign and people see that I'm half Thai, then they have some expectations, and then coming to the first leg I couldn't play. They see where's this guy, and then they probably forget about me. Coming to the second leg, I knew I had something to prove. As you say, maybe some fans think I'm one of the key players of the team, and I'm doing well and like me, and for me that's all I can wish for, that the fans, because football's about fans, you know. Football's nothing without fans. When I'm here, my blood is almost 100% Thai, so like it's just the speaking. I need to be better at speaking Thai, but it's gotten better now. I think maybe 1 or 2 years, hopefully I can speak fluently Thai. And of course, my dream is to play for the national team of Thailand, to represent my mother's country, my father's country, my grandmother's country. Last game in Udon, and I see my grandmother, and they come to see my games. I feel Thai, so I hope that in not too long I can represent Thailand and Thai football, because it's given me this chance to show myself and restart my career here, and I want to give back.
บทบันทึกในถิ่นนครปฐมยูไนเต็ดตลอด1 ฤดูกาลที่ผ่านมาทำให้อาทิตย์เบิกมองเห็นความงดงามของวิถีฟุตบอลในเมืองไทยพร้อมทั้งยังอยากตอบแทนแผ่นดินเกิดของครอบครัวที่มอบโอกาสให้ตัวเขามีความสุขบนผืนหญ้าด้วยการรับใช้ทีมฟุตบอลทีมชาติไทยในสักวัน